ਹੈਲੋ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਰਮਨ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਰਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੱਧੂ। ਐਂਡ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ if you're going through any trauma in your life, make sure you heal yourself and you have to be very intentional about your healing, because whenever we get any kind of trauma in the childhood or any time, we really need to heal it, otherwise it will hinder us from being ourselves and being the best version of ourselves. So we need to really work on any kind of trauma that you go through in your life and make sure you forgive if anybody hurt you or anything, or if it is, make sure you don't keep that with you. And so in order to heal yourself, you have to actually revisit the trauma and express it and feel it. If it brings sadness, you need to experience that. You need to feel it. You need to cry, anything. And it is part of the process, and it's very important to express those emotions and feelings in some form or way. There could be many ways to express your emotions, and because if you keep the trapped emotions, that will basically create suffering in your life, and you don't want to have that. So in order to have abundance and experiencing life in a more positive way, then we have to heal ourselves. We cannot fake happiness all the time, but in internal happiness and internal peace that comes with healing those traumas. And there are so many ways. Some people get help with therapy, and where you talk about those things to somebody who you can trust, and they will really listen to you, because in these days people don't have time to really listen to people, and and most of the time we also feel so vulnerable to share those things with anybody, and we feel like we will be judged and stuff like that. And so it's both ways. We don't feel comfortable sharing those things, and we don't feel and we also if we have friends, okay, we can share things, but they are not a garbage bin to dump things on. I mean, people have their own things to work on. So I think it is better to get a professional help in that way, so you really take your healing very seriously. And also there's other ways. I know therapy can be very expensive. You can help yourself. You can use many ways to express yourself. I mean, success is part of that. Success is when you find the best expression of yourself, when you can express yourself in a best possible way. That is the success. And that traumas and those things can help you resist you from being your best version of yourself. And as I said, other than therapy, we can do journaling. We can actually write those things. We can write down when we feel those emotions and how we feel, and we can tell ourselves. We can do other things like painting, we can do drawing, podcast, we can dance. Some people express themselves in some ways. Depends on who you are, really. And it's really good to express yourself the way you are. you know, you have to go back to your child self and never let the child die inside of you. Keep it alive no matter what people think about you. You know, whatever you like to do when you were a child, that's the authentic self of you. So that is the best way you can express yourself. Like, some people express themselves in the way they are, like, don't just, okay, you know, I'm here to, like, you know, fit in the, like, you know, in the groups, and but everyone is unique. So make sure you recognize your specialness, and you make sure you do your 100% in expressing yourself in that way, because only then you will feel happiness, and you will feel joy and the true happiness. And really, the other things are, like, the things that you're really afraid to do, that those are the things that will make you grow more in your life. And honestly, I used to have fear of talking in like a public speaking or something like that, and really wanted to master this, and talk about how I feel, and don't feel scared to talk about how I feel and stuff like that. And the other thing is that, you know, when I participated in my college in when I was doing my bachelor's, you know, when I participated in a group dance, I felt really nice after that, and I felt like, wow, if I wouldn't have done this today, I wouldn't have felt the way I felt, you know. So yeah, it's amazing to express yourself in some ways, wherever, the way you like, you know, and that's how you find yourself. And it's all about healing, and it's all about finding yourself and what makes you happy, and what makes you remind yourself who you are, and, you know, being authentic with yourself, who you are. And don't be afraid of anyone judging you, because no one is judging you, really. Everyone is concerned about their own life and what they want to do. So I read a quote once, and it said, you know, don't worry about what other people think about, because 99% of the time they don't even think about themselves. So forget about you, you know. So who you are like worrying about, they don't even have time to think about themselves. Nobody's thinking about you. They don't even have time to think about themselves. So though that thought actually release a lot of fear and a lot of heaviness from your shoulder, thinking about no one is judging you. You know, everyone is going through their own path and own journey, yeah. And I hope you stay true to who you are, and, you know, heal yourself and express yourself in the best way you like yourself to be expressed. You know, some people write songs like Sidhu Moosewala. You know, if you watch his interviews and stuff, he said, I write because that is how I could express myself, because he didn't want to fight with anybody, but that was the only way he could express himself, by writing those songs and then singing. And that way he was just expressing himself. So that was his expression of life. And similarly, you can find your expression of life and how you like to be expressed, you know. And I think once you find that, you will be very happy, because that day you will find yourself. And I hope that will make sense in some ways. Yeah, I realized it recently after listening to his video, and then I was reading some other things and I realized it, and I think it is the best thing to share. And I hope it made sense. I mean, I hope I was able to explain it in a simplest way so that you can understand. I mean, these things are difficult. It took me years to understand these things, and hope you understand it, and hope you be you, and yeah, and hope you be you, and no need to judge anybody, because no one is judging you. So just feel free, feel like, I feel tired. Okay, so I just want to say this, that I hope you find yourself, and I hope that you become the shiniest star in the world. And that's for today. And yeah, I will thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Okay, I am really tired now. Oh, mommy. Okay, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Catch you soon. Peace.